Good afternoon, Groovy citizens, and happy winning Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday, so that means it's only 2 work days left this week, unless you work the weekends. Otherwise, for the rest of us, there's only 2 work days left this week. So, oh, y'all, guess what? As I'm doing this video, there's a blue jay on the fence. Awesome. Anyway, I digress. What was I going to say? So this is the second time I've done this video. It's only 85 degrees outside, but because I had my truck, I pulled it in the driveway. It was facing the other direction. The sun is beating through the window. Overheated my phone just as I was ready to wrap up the daggone video. Lord have mercy. So I said, I'm going to try one more again, and if not, I'm just going to say the heck with it, which isn't true because I have to get it done. Anyway, before I jump into today's topic, I just want to remind you guys that today is the last day of the second month of the third quarter. So I want you to start thinking now or what it is that you need to do so that you can end this quarter on a strong note. I don't know what that thing or those things are that you need to do, but you need to get it done. Because I want you to end on a strong note. Do you hear me? Don't wait until you get halfway through the month of September, then go, a couple more weeks and the quarter's done. I need to hurry and get some things done. No, start now, please and thank you. Also, something else I was going to tell you, but I just lost my train of thought. Oh, as I was doing my video, right, I got distracted anyway, so I really needed to redo the video because I'm watching this dog. My neighbor that lives diagonally over there, both of their dogs they have a little lap dog, and this other dog looks like a boxer. He may be mixed with something else, but he looks like a boxer. Anyway, they love to go in my neighbor that's 2 houses down in his yard, and he was out there cutting his grass. And so he's trying to run them out of his yard. They didn't want to leave. It was almost like they had a right to be there. Well, I was sitting in the car. That's why I was distracted, because a couple times that dog has gotten out and gotten in my yard. You all can't see it because I'm facing this way, and left a huge log by my fence back there. And I knocked on the door, and I told the young man that answered the door, I said, let me tell you something now. You need to get your dog, because your dog that left 2 logs in my yard. Next time I see one, I'm going to bag it up and come bring it to your porch. Keep your dog out of my yard. And I watched my neighbor. He had to knock on their door 3 times. The 4th time, the person, because I could see them looking out the window, actually opened the door to see what he wanted. He said, look, come get your dog out of my yard because I'm trying to cut my grass. And they still never came out. The dogs just ran up the street. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, they better not come over here in my yard because it's going to be a problem. Anyway, today's topic, we aren't built to give up. I'm going to say that one more time. We, you, me, us, we are not built to give up. Remember that. So I'm going to share a couple of quotes with y'all. Y'all know how we do. We're going to unpack it, and I'm going to bid you good day. So Les Brown, he says, you can experience enough pain. Let me cut this air down a little bit. Enough pain in life. You can experience enough disappointment in life that it can clobber you to the ground and kick dirt in your face, and you believe you can't do it. You believe that this is it for you. And guess what? No, it's not. It doesn't matter if life has beat you to your knees and you're dealing with the consequences of that right now. It's not it for you. It's not over for you. Y'all know that song, It Ain't Over Till God Says It's Over? That is so true. It is not over, so stop giving up, stop giving in just because you're dealing with some adversity. No, keep pushing forward. You have got to keep pushing forward. And again, that quote was by Les Brown. This other quote is unknown because I'm not sure of the guy's name, but he says, so many people out there fail, not because they don't have the ability, it's because they don't have the heart, come on somebody, to go through adversity. So many of you fail in life because when life gets hard, you shut down. You don't want to face that thing that you need to face in order to, it's just like trying to cross the bridge, right? And there's that mean old dragon. Well, if you don't face that dragon, you're never going to get across the bridge. So I need you all to face that dragon, face that troll, or whatever it is that you have to face, and cross the bridge to get to where you need to be. You've got to deal with some stuff. Life is going to send you some twists and some turns sometimes, but you cannot allow that to keep you from reaching your destiny. I don't know about you, but I refuse to. And life has thrown some twists and turns in my direction, all through my life. But I've gotten to a point where, like I said, I can't give in. Life happens. And so I just go back to the drawing board. I sit down with God. I say, all right, Lord, now, I'm trying to go straight down the road, but life has thrown an obstacle in my path. Which way do I go? Do I go to the left or do I go to the right? Or do I need to turn around, backtrack, and then go to the left or right to get back on course? You tell me, Jesus, because that's what I need to know. But I will not give up. I come from a long line of family members that did not give up. And that's why they have what they have, and they've been able to accomplish what they've been able to accomplish, because they didn't let life stop them. And then this next quote is by Bishop T.D. Jakes. It says, the question is, can you manage your conflict and still seize your destiny? I need you to think about that. Can you manage the conflicts that's going to come up in your life and still seize your destiny? Because if you are waiting for it to end, you will never get anywhere. So if you're waiting for that conflict to go away before you go and seize your destiny by the collar, you're going to be waiting a while. That's why I say you've got to push forward. You cannot allow anything to get you off track. Now, again, you may need to take a detour, and that's perfectly fine, but do not give up. The next quote is by Eric Thomas. He said, get something from it. You're already in pain. Use it. Do something with it. Allow it to take you to the next level. Allow your pain to push you to greatness. Again, if you allow your pain to push you to greatness, imagine where you could be right now. Not giving up just because you got a little pain. Not giving up just because the bridge was washed out, and so you're going, okay, I guess I just have to turn back and go back home. No, you don't. You take that detour, you go around and continue on to get where you need to be. This next quote is by, again, Bishop T.D. Jakes. He says, your life depends on it. Your future depends on it. Your destiny depends on it. Your miracle depends on it. Everything depends on your ability to let it go. If you hold on to stuff, you choke. Listen to what I'm saying. If you hold on to stuff, you choke. If you release stuff, you can keep breathing. Life is going to hand you something every day. Take in what you can get out of it and let go of what you can't get out of it. But don't let anybody hurt you so bad that you choke. Do you know how many times, again, that was by Bishop T.D. Jakes, do you know how many times I've talked to someone that life just hurt them so bad? And I'm saying life because it could have been an individual, could have been whatever, whoever. But it hurt them so bad that they just found it hard to pick up the pieces and continue to move on. Now, I'm not judging those people because everybody deals with pain differently. What I'm asking you to do is, when life grabs you up by that collar, you just look life in the face and you laugh and say, you know what, you messing with a child of God. I suggest you let me go and let me be on about my way. Do not give in. Do not give up, because life is going to happen to all of us. Life will happen to you. It will happen to me. It will happen to us, because that's just the way life is. Like I said, it's not about what happens to you that really matters the most. It's about how you handle it. That's what really matters the most. And that tells me a lot about you as an individual. Another quote by Bishop T.D. Jakes, you got to make it happen or it's not going to happen. Let me put a pin right there. I didn't say me. I have to make it happen for me, but you have to make it happen for you, or it's not going to happen. If you are sitting around waiting for somebody else to make things happen for you, can it happen? Of course it can. But I would highly suggest that you get up off your rusty dusty and you make it happen. Because if you're sitting around waiting for somebody else to make it happen for you, sweetie, I'm sorry, but you're going to be waiting a while. So you've got to get up off your hind parts. And when I heard him say that, I had to laugh, because I have not heard that term in forever. But he says you have to get up off your hind parts and bust a move, or nothing is going to happen in your life. If I want a new job, I've got to get up, put on, and well, I would say put on my shoes, but I've got to get up, get on my laptop, and start applying for jobs. That job is not going to just call me out of the blue if I didn't apply for it. If I want to get my life together, my finances, my credit, whatever it is, I've got to get up, do my part to do what I need to do to fix that thing, and everything else will fall in line. But you got to do your part. And then here's another quote by Eric Thomas. Last one: every time I get knocked down, he says, I will get back up and I will succeed. He says, I will not surrender. That is so powerful. That is so, so powerful. Like I said, life will beat you to your knees sometimes, but you've got to make up in your mind that you're not going to give up. You get up. Hey, guess what? You fell down. You fell off the horse. I've never fallen off a horse before, but not figuratively. No, I mean not literally. I'm sorry. Figuratively, yes, I have, but not literally. But you're gonna fall every now and then. But the question is, are you going to stay down on the ground, or are you going to get up and brush yourself off and keep it moving? I don't know about you, but I'm gonna keep brushing myself off. I have a few scars on me that I can see, and some that are internal, but I refuse to let life knock me down. I refuse to quit. I refuse to give up. You know, I thought about Les Brown, and he tells the story of how he got his first job at the radio station. He kept going back to the radio station to ask if they had an opening, and the manager there kept saying, no, we don't have any opening. He went back and forth, probably about 4 or 5 times, and finally he said, and Les Brown went back the second time. I think he said, he asked if somebody had died. And the man said, nobody died. He said, okay, I was just checking. Came back the next day, asked another question. So finally, I think it was around the 4th time that the guy said, I tell you what you can do. Go get me a cup of coffee. And from there, that's how he started his first radio job. And but you see how persistent he was? He refused to give up. He refused to give in, and he refused to take no for an answer. He kept pushing, because he knew that was the thing that God was calling him to do at that point in time in his life. And so he just kept pushing forward. Now, I'm pretty sure it didn't feel good when he was doing it, but look at how his slow start has become a part of his testimony when he talks to you about not giving up, or when he talks to me about not giving up. That's what happens when you don't give up. So I just want to go through and point out some things that really stood out for me as we talked about this. You know, as I go back to the title, that we aren't built to give up. If you give up, it's just because you're going against the grain, because you certainly are not built to give up. And I need you to know that, and to really live your life in such a way that you're not giving up. But if I had to point out some key takeaways, and that is that you can experience so much in your life, and it'll make you believe that whatever that thing is that you're reaching for is not for you. But guess what? That's not the case. It is for you. But God is going to test you sometimes. He has to test you to make sure he can trust you. And that's a whole nother video for a whole other time. But if God can't trust us, why should he bless us? Come on, somebody. And then I also want to point out that so many people out there fail because they don't have the heart to go through adversity. Excuse me. You have got to be willing to go through some stuff. You have got to be willing to go through some stuff, because I'm trying to tell you, life will throw things at you left and right. And you've got to be willing to go through it. I didn't say dodge it and duck from it. I said go through it to get to where you want to be. And then the question is, can you manage your conflict and still seize your destiny? Can you deal with the conflicts that are going to come your way as you work towards getting to your destiny, that thing, that place where you want to be, that thing that you're searching for? Only you know the answer to that question. And then allow your pain to push you to greatness. You're hurting anyway, so you might as well get something out of it. I know I've always done that, and I've always been able to succeed, because I refuse to let pain and setbacks trip me up and get me off course. I just refuse to. And then life is going to life is going to hand you something every day. Take in what you can get out of it. Let go of what you can't get out of it. But don't let anybody hurt you so bad that you choke. Don't let anybody hurt you so bad that it knocks you off your game and it makes you want to give up. You have a goal. God has ordained whatever that thing is in your life, but you've got to make the decision that you're not going to give up and you're going to keep pushing forward. And then you've got to make it happen or it's not going to happen. Stop sitting around waiting for people to do things for you, because I promise you, you're going to be waiting a while. See, folks are trying to get done what they need to be done, so they don't have time to worry about what you need or what I need. That's why you have to make whatever it is that you need a priority. Stop waiting for somebody else to do something for you. If they do, that's great, but I still need you to do your part. And then lastly, every time you get knocked down, you have to tell yourself, I will get back up and I will succeed. I will not surrender. And I need you to, and all this will be in the description box, but I need you to tell yourself that, guys. I really, really do. I need you to tell yourself that I will not surrender and I will succeed. I can say this for me. There come hell or high water, I will succeed at the goals that I've listed for myself. I've told you guys before, I desire to be a motivational speaker, traveling the world several times over, speaking life into people, motivating people. I believe that that's what God has called me to do, and that is what I am going to do. It may take some time, but I'm going to do it. People are going to close doors in your face. People are going to say no thank you, or they're just not going to respond, and that's all right. Just keep on searching, because eventually a door will open for you. And see, once you walk through that first door, come on somebody, other people are going to want what you have. Why? Because they saw, oh, well, you know what, so-and-so had this person speaking at their event. Let me see if she'll come speak in my event, or let me see if he'll come do this in my event. So don't give up just because people tell you no. Y'all, that's it. That's my time. That's all I have. I want to say, if you're new to watch my videos, thank you so much for giving me some of your time to speak life into you. And hopefully I have convinced you that you are not built to give up. I truly hope so. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. Y'all know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week. And remember, you are not built to give up. If you give up, it's because you chose to give up. But you are so not built to give up. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that you will push through whatever it is that's going on in your life, so that you can get to the thing that God has called you to do and or be. I love you all to the moon and back. You know the drill. You know my spiel. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing at all. So always know that when I tell you I love you, I truly do. When I tell you I want nothing but the best for you, I truly do. And I say that from my heart. I don't say it because I don't have anything else better to say. I say it because I mean it. I pray for you all daily. I pray that you will not give up, regardless of how hard things get, that you're going to keep pushing until you achieve the goal that you've set for yourself. Again, I love you all, and we'll talk again on Friday.